Anytime you create something, you tend to look back in hindsight and wish you had done things differently.
If the last record was a plea for unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance, etc., like we intended it to be, then this record is an admission of the failure on our part to fully spread that message. And it's a recommitment to that purpose.
You know, this one we really wanted to stick it to people, make sure it hits home.
I think this record is about choices, and I think it's about good versus evil.
This album is about duality, the light and dark and everything, the good and bad and everything.
This album preaches more of a concept to allow your better half to grow.
There's a lot of manic repetition in the lyrics of this record. I think that comes from feeling like we're repeating things that we already said in the last record, but really trying to just beat it into the skull of everyone who's listening that these are important things we're talking about.
I think this record will take people places that they might not have been expecting to go.
We wrote more for ourselves.
In that way, the album really was a release for us to explore things we hadn't done before.
This album is something to be experienced as a whole.
You're going to hear things you haven't heard from us before on either end of the spectrum.
It was a lot more challenging.
It hasn't been easy for us, and it definitely hasn't been easy for the fans to wait this long for this album, but I think that the record truly benefited from that extra time.
There are moments on this record where I know that all five of us are at our best.
And we really put everything we have into this record.
We just hope that people who listen to this album come away wanting to be a better version of themselves.
We as a band have always been motivated by a deep desire to create, even when it's been neither easy or convenient.
Throughout this entire process, I think we all felt that this was a record that we needed to make.